Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We have moved on to the seventh section of the factors affecting our faith and fortune, right? So, what is the seventh factors for affecting our faith and fortune? It is our appearance. Technically, it's named that our face reading and palm reading. Face reading, palm reading. So remember, we have to remind ourselves all the time in the first chapter of every section, telling the 10 factors that affect our faith and fortune. First is our faith. Second, they say it is our fortune. It is the air that brings in the fortune. Third factor is feng shui. They call it the feng shui, and which is the environmental factors. The fourth factors is the they call the virtue, the good things that you perform, and the fifth is the studies. So basically, they were introduced in a fundamental publication in Qing Dynasty, which we have mentioned before, and by the end of all these sections, I'll show you the publication in the late Qing Dynasty later. And later on, in current time, in modern time, people add in five more factors after studies. The sixth factors, because six factors, the name that you carry with you will also bring in a good fortune, bad fortune, even affect some fundamental conditions of your faith. Seven factors is your appearance. The eight factors is to pray God. No matter who the God is in your heart, so you have to make respect and pray for their blessings, right? And which we introduced last time, right, in the 10 chapters. And then the life factor is a good person. They call the noble person. A noble person will bring you some good conditions like reputation, like wealth, health, sentiment, love, and also your characters, as well as wisdom, etc. So they call the noble person. And the final factors is your health conditions. It's your health condition, right? So these 10 factors, and we are going to introduce you the 7 factors in this section. 7 factors. It is your appearance. Well, in China, face reading and palm reading, they are having the longest history among all the technical skills exploring our faith and fortune. So it is the most fundamental and historically proven skills that introduced by Chinese people, by our ancestors 3,000 years ago already. At the very beginning, they will introduce you how to approach face reading and palm reading, right? So as time goes by, after 3,000 years, and the Qing Dynasty, there's an emperor called Qianlong. Qianlong is the 4th emperor in Qing Dynasty. So he gathered together some scholars and with some editors, and they edit all the knowledge gathered from previous dynasty, and they call it the 4 big classics. They call it, the first big classic is called the classic itself, second classic is the history, third classic is philosophy, and the fourth classic is the miscellaneous. They call it the miscellaneous. And in the miscellaneous section, the palm reading and face reading skills, they were introduced in the miscellaneous section of the fourth classics. So they introduce you and they make the summary, gather together into a publication they call the whole chapters on appearance. Whole chapter on appearance. 神相全篇, whole chapters on appearance. So in this book, they summarize all the palm reading and face reading skills and technique gathered from all previous dynasty so as to give you a very clear picture on how people could approach in looking at your face, looking at your palm, your hands, and then they try to make judgment on what your fate and fortune is. So we'll introduce you in the later chapter about these things. And currently, we are also assisted by the facial identification skills introduced by artificial intelligence, AI. So it is just to highlight AI is a good tool in assisting us in doing face and palm reading. And we'll move on later if there's chance coming in. So in the coming chapter, we move on to the face reading and let you see the details of how this book is written. Thank you very much. See you again.